Okay, guys. We are live, I think. Yeah, we are. Okay. Let me set this up. How can I? Like this. This is how I used to do stuff, but I stopped. Okay. I'm breaking down how the Warriors can get into the play-in tournament. I don't think anybody's gonna join. Hold up. Let's wait. Let's wait. Just to see. Just to see. Because I like doing. So yeah, we're doing this on my phone. Um. Okay. Okay. Let's start this in a second. Let's start this in a second. Okay. Yeah. Let's go. Let's run it. Let's run it. Let's start. Okay, so I'm breaking down how the Warriors can get into the play-in tournament or get out of the play-in tournament. Pretty much just a bunch of different scenarios. Or I'm just gonna give you what teams we need to lose and a bunch of stuff. Maybe live for like 45 minutes to an hour. I don't know. And then maybe live for Clippers Lakers tonight. That's a big game. That's a big game. And I think I can watch it. I think it's national TV. Anyways, let's start here. Do I have to flip it? Do I have to flip it? I don't know. You can figure that out. You have to figure it out. Can I like flip it? I don't know. Okay, yeah. Yeah, we can just do it like this. Okay, guys, so this is how it would work. We got pretty much just a bunch of different things. Can I just straight up click off that? Okay, that makes it easier. There we go. Okay, so bunch of different games, obviously. And here are the, just for starters, the teams that we need to lose. Obviously, yeah, obviously the Lakers, and then Pelicans, Suns, Kings, and Mavericks. I could throw in the Clippers, I guess. The Clippers are a full 3.5 games ahead of the Clippers are a full 3.5 games ahead of the Pelicans, so that's pretty much very unlikely. No chance really, and we are, yeah, we're 7.5 games back of them. We're only 4 games back of the 5 seed. So teams that we need to lose again: Pelicans, Suns, Kings, Mavs, and Lakers. We're already ahead of the Lakers and Jazz. Yeah, let's just ignore those guys because they're out of it. Let's be honest. Starting with, let's just go. Let's just look at the schedule. So you got Mavs Raptors today. We need the Mavs to lose that. We don't really care about. I don't care about teams in the East. That doesn't matter to me because if we somehow do go on a crazy run and make the finals, which is unlikely, it's not possible, but it's unlikely. If we do somehow go on that run, make the finals, then that's a whole different thing. But anyways, the Mavs Raptors. That's in Toronto. I think the Mavs do have a chance at losing that one. Same as Pelicans on the road against the Pacers. And straight up, like, that would make it so, what? It's only a half loss, right? A game. Yeah, a game's only half. So that would move the Pelicans down to 35 and 25, make us 7 games behind. Easy when it's East teams. And 8.5 for the Mavericks if they lose that. So that would pretty much pull us within 2 games of the Mavericks and what would it be? It would be 3.5 of the Pelicans. Cavs Bulls, that doesn't matter. Grizzlies Timberwolves doesn't matter. We're not gonna reach the Timberwolves. We're 10.5 games back of them. Grizzlies, they're sitting at that 13 seed, but they're not. They don't have a horrible record. 20 and 38 is not too bad. It's bad though. Kings Nuggets in Denver. The last time I needed the Kings to lose in Denver, the Kings beat them. In Denver, I think. Kings are, yeah, we're only 3 games back of them. We are only 3 games back of them. A loss there would bring us 2.5 back. Nuggets, yeah, we're not catching them. We're a full 8.5 back of the Nuggets. Lakers, pretty much just a loss would mean move down to 11. Move down to 11 games back of the 1 seed. We're 10.5, so that would be half a game back of the 1 seed. So that would be big also. They would be 31-29, and we also play, like, we got to take into consideration teams that we play. So, let's see what teams we play. So obviously Knicks, Raptors, Celtics, Bucks, those 4. Yeah, we literally have a 5-game East trip, or not East. We come back to play 2 of those at home against the Bucks and Bulls. Spurs, that game doesn't matter. Or I'm talking, to the playoffs. Play the Spurs a couple times, then we go on the road to play the Mavs, then on the road to play the Lakers. we need to win both those games if we want to have like a good chance at this. Knicks at home, Grizzlies at home, Pacers at home, Timberwolves at home, Heat, Magic, Hornets. Oh, and then we get on April 2nd, then we get the Mavs at home. I think that's a makeup game. Oh, it's not a makeup game. And then we get the Rockets, then we get the Mavs again. And we get, yeah, like we have 3 more games against the Mavs, 2 against the Lakers, and 1 against the Pelicans. All games we need to win. As I said, like we don't play the Kings again. Check the difficulty of the Kings schedule. Check the difficulty of the Kings schedule. Yeah, like this isn't an easy schedule. Not a hard schedule. Like Nuggets on the road, Timberwolves on the road, Bulls at home, Lakers on the road, Spurs at home, Rockets at home, Bucks at home, Lakers at home. They have a crazy homestand. They have only 6. Knicks at home, Grizzlies at home, on the road against the Raptors, then on the road against the Wizards, on the road against the Magic, at home against the Kings, or at home against the Sixers, at home against the Mavs, at home against the Mavs. See, the last thing I want is for these teams to play each other a lot more times. 'Cause that means somebody automatically wins, but that also means somebody automatically loses. So it's not the worst thing. Definitely not the worst thing. And then moving on, like what other games? Let's check the difficulty of what teams right next to us backed up. Mavs. Yeah, Lakers schedule, they have a tough one. Yeah, Clippers, Wizards. Okay, Nuggets, Thunder, Kings, Bucks, Timberwolves, Kings. Oh, yeah, I mean, it's kind of tough. And then after that, you see, like, the Hawks, the Sixers, Pacers, Bucks, then the Grizzlies, the Pacers again, the Nets, Raptors, Wizards, Cavs, Timberwolves, Warriors, Grizzlies, and Pelicans. So, yeah, I would say kind of a tough schedule, just a couple easy ones here and there with, like, the Nets and the Wizards and whatever, but yeah, I don't think it's easy or the easiest. And then the Warriors schedule, like the Knicks tomorrow at 4:30 Pacific, 7:30 Eastern. Like we have a tough upcoming few games. Like Knicks on the road, Raptors is always a challenge because those finals really wore us down against the Raptors, I guess. And we have the Celtics, the Bucks, the Bulls, Spurs, Mavs, Lakers, Knicks, again, Grizzlies. Did I just go over this? I think I did. Yeah. Wait, what? Okay, so kind of tough. Steve Kerr addresses. Yeah, Wiggins could be out for a little. So, yeah. What else should I go over? What else? That it? No, it's definitely not it. Definitely not it. Okay. After that, so yeah, I mean we're right there. We're the 9 seed right now. Kings Mavs would if currently ended today, Kings Mavs would be a play-in game. We could play the Kings. That's a long stretch. How many more? We play an equal amount at home, right? 31. We have 10 more. We have 10 more home games, and 15 more away games. I think. Yeah, 15 more away games, 10 more home games. So I mean that's not that bad. We're not struggling on the road this year. Let's see. Yeah, we're 2.5 games back of the Mavs, so we just need the Mavs to lose a couple games. And the Mavs, like the nice thing about it is when I look down the line, obviously the top 4 they're kind of isolated at this point in the season. God, it's going by so fast. They're kind of isolated though. That's what I'm trying to say. And like every team is within a half game. Like the Mavs are half a game back of the Kings. Kings half a game back of the Suns. Suns half a game back of the Pelicans. And the Warriors, Lakers just sitting there. I think it's a clunk between the 5 and the 10, the 11, 12, and so on are out of it. Yeah, I thought this was gonna be longer. What else can I look at? What else? Okay, so we need to look at the Mavs schedule. Let's go down the line and just see. Let's just see tough games. Mavs go on the road to play the Celtics, but we do too. See, that's the problem. There's a lot of games where it's some teams go on the road to play other teams. Like Mavs for Celtics example, but that's March 1st. We literally play the Celtics 2 days later. So it's not really doing much. It's not really doing much if the Mavs lose, because it's are we really gonna beat the Celtics on the road? I hope so. We play the Raptors that day. Yeah, that should be a win. So, I mean, I guess I can kind of just go through this and see based off standings or whatever. Raptors, yeah, we beat the Raptors on the road totally. Moves us up to 10 games back is what I'm trying to say. Moves us up to 10 games back. And then what else? Mavs, that'll move them back to 8.5. I'm going theoretical here. Kings, a loss to the Timberwolves there. That'll move them back to 8. What else? Pelicans at home against the Pacers. We say the Pelicans win that. Better record at home. Moves them up to 6. See, like the Pelicans, I feel like the Suns being catch. Pelicans would be tough. Chiefs or Niners? What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? Bang bang Niner gang. All day, all day. That was a fluke. That was definitely a fluke. That Super Bowl does not count in my book. It does not count. Even though I'm trying to hide that, I'm being serious. But whatever. Back to this. Yeah, nothing there. Wizards, Clippers, that game doesn't matter. Saturday, March 2nd. I wish there were some games just to show that we're, like, ahead for a little. Hawks, Nets, Jazz, Heat, Trailblazers, Grizzlies, Nuggets, Lakers. Hey, I mean, like, if the Nuggets came back against us a couple days ago, they can do the same against the Lakers, even though they're not down. So, yeah, Nuggets beat the Lakers there, so Lakers fall back to 11. This could change, though, just based on the Timberwolves or Thunder. So, I'm just going to say they stay the same. Then Rockets go on the road to play the Suns. Suns move up there. Yeah, I really think if, like, the Kings and above, I think the Mavs are in their own group, kind of just because they're just leaning a little towards us more. I feel like if it stays like that, and the Mavs kind of stay at this, like, neutral zone between the Kings, and the Kings start to move up, we stay around the same with the Lakers, I think it's really just a race to see, like it's between the Mavs, the Warriors, and the Lakers. I think it's a race just to see, like who, or which one of those three teams go on the road to play the Kings in the play-in tournament. Or it could be the Kings, Pelicans, or Suns. Either one of those teams. They're right there. A loss does barely anything. Or a loss does a lot. Not barely anything, what do I mean? A loss does barely anything. So it's like, that could move a team into the play-in, and that could be the difference between hosting the play-in or just not in the play-in. So, yeah. What? Say happy birthday. Okay, hell no. Hell no. Okay, on to Sunday games. Sixers, Mavericks. When's Embiid supposed to be back? Joel Embiid. There's hope Joel Embiid will return late March. Not even close. Yeah, so the Sixers, they've been the closest team in the NBA pretty much. They're definitely not winning that one. Clippers, Timberwolves, doesn't really matter much. Warriors, Celtics, Pistons, Magic, Hornets, Raptors, Pacers, Spurs. Yeah, no games. Oh, Thunder, Suns. See, Thunder, Suns is a really good game. Is that national TV? Yeah, it's ESPN. Well, we got a lot of national TV games, a lot of natty games. So yeah, that's a big game, definitely a big game there. Monday, yeah, because at this time, it's not even relevant anymore, because, like, at this time, or did they play back-to-back Thunder? Yeah. Oh, no, it's Thunder Suns. Yeah, at this point, it's not even relevant, because it's, like, at this point, there's definitely a move being made. Like, the Timberwolves are either winning games or losing games, probably winning, and it's changing, like, right? Because obviously, for the Nuggets and Clippers, this doesn't matter, but the Timberwolves and Thunder, they have the exact same record, so it's going to definitely move around a lot. So the games back thing might not be relevant, but the games will still be, because obviously the Timberwolves winning or losing doesn't change how the Warriors are. So, I say like a couple losses. See what Warriors games we have to win, because there's games that we do have to win. Like this Knicks game, once again, completely winnable game. Raptors, completely winnable. Celtics game, what I mean by completely winnable is the Knicks Raptors games. Like, we can win those games with ease. Celtics game, that's going to need a really, almost a perfect game for the Warriors to pull that one out. I do think we can win it, but it has to be pretty much perfect. Bucks, yeah, we can win that. That's a home game. Bulls, we can beat them. That's at home. Spurs, like Mavs, we can beat them. All these teams, every one of these teams we can beat. We can beat every one of these teams. It's just about how we play and obviously how Steph plays. I feel like when Steph has lower scoring games, we usually win. Because when Steph has lower scoring games, somebody else steps up, like Klay Thompson or Andrew Wiggins, or just somebody off the bench, like, I don't know, like Brandon Podziemski or Dario Saric or somebody like that. And now we have Chris Paul back, which could be good and could be bad. It just depends on if it messes up the rotation or not. Yeah. So I don't think there's much. I think that's kind of it, honestly. Any news? Knicks protest on February 12th loss denied by NBA. Oh, it's that awful call. There was that call that the Dante DiVincenzo running into the Pistons player the other day. How, to be honest though, the Mavs or the Pistons shouldn't. The Knicks should not have let the Pistons stay in that game. I'm looking. I need to look at the West. Either way though, so yeah, I mean Timberwolves through Clippers, they're pretty much off. And then it's just that chunk between the Pelicans and the Warriors. I'm gonna see how many times we play the team. So I mean like Pelicans. How many Warriors? I can just look it up. Warriors vs Pelicans. One more time on April 12th. That's one game. That's a home game. We win that. That jumps us a game. Doesn't matter if they've been winning or we've been losing. That still automatically jumps us up a game. Warriors, Kings. Obviously, we don't play them again. Warriors, Suns. We don't play the Suns again either. So a lot of teams that we don't play again. Pelicans. I just looked that up. Mavs. We play them 2 more times. I'm pretty sure. No, we play them. Oh, right, because there's the postponed game. So yeah, because of that postponed game. Yeah, it says 5 games. That's kind of cool. So the Mavs already did beat us, 132 to 122. I remember that one. And then yeah, obviously because the postponed game, we get another one at home hosting them. So that's gonna be a makeup game on April 5th. So we play them 3 more times still. That's really nice. And then the Lakers, we still play them 2 more times. So 3, 2, like we play teams that we can get within 6 more times. 6 games against teams that we can get within. And I would say, honestly, this is obviously a long stretch. You could say this about any team, but if we win all those games, we're at least moving up to the 8 seed. Because teams are going to lose games. And, like, based on the difficulty of, like, team schedules, that can move us up. That definitely will move us up. But, yeah, the Suns. And, like, another thing. Oh, it's Luka's birthday. Wow. Another cool thing that, like, or another thing that I have to take in consideration is, like, if we somehow, unlikely, that would be a 3.5 game jump. Obviously, the Suns losing a bunch of games and us winning games. Then obviously we could tie with them. But the thing is, a tie, that would automatically go to the Suns because the Suns beat us 3-1 in the season series. So, like, it's I think we have to edge teams out by games or whatever, because it's obviously not going to be half games at the end of the season. So we have to edge teams out by a game at least to get that top seed, because a lot of these games we've lost. A lot of... Stop commenting. Stop. I'm not. My parents are home. I'm not. No. Okay. Okay. Y'all are distracting me. Jesus. Okay. Yeah, anyways, those games, they could add up. And then, yeah, we can't tie, because who wins them? The Mavs so far have the tiebreaker, 1-0. All we would have to do is win 3, but that's asking too much. And who's better, because it would come down to conference. We're 16-21 against the conference. Yeah, literally to beat the Mavs in a tie scenario, to beat the Mavs, we would have to beat them in all 3 games, because we're not catching up by 4.5 games in the conference tiebreaker. So we would have to beat them in every chance we get, and that would actually do a lot, because we've been hot. They're 7-3 in their last 10, lost back-to-back though. So yeah, they were on a streak where they won 7 out of 8. So yeah, we would definitely have to sweep them to get that top the top above them. And I think to get out of the play-in, what I think would have to happen for the play-in to say bye to the play-in. Obviously it's 5 and 6. It has to be the Pelicans. It has to be obviously the Lakers. We want to leave them in the dust. Forget about the Lakers and the Mavs. We play the Mavs so many times, we can take care of them. But the Kings, Suns, and Pelicans, those are teams that we only play one more time. That's the Pelicans. And it's better that we play the better team there. Because if we play the worst team, then we're not catching up to the better team. You know what I mean? So the worst team, we're getting closer to them. And, yeah. Yeah, so we just need to catch up to those teams. And 5 or 6 seed, yeah, as I said so many times, I feel like I'm just repeating the same thing. 4 games away from the 5 seed. Right now, do we own the tiebreaker against the Pelicans right now? Let me see. Oh, wow. We beat them 130 to 102, and then they beat us 141 to 105. Jeez, they beat us by 36. And they beat us by, and we beat them by 28. Whoa. Okay, so if we beat the Pelicans on that top date, they lose. What's their streak looking like right now? Yeah, they're another team that's been kind of hot. They're another team that's been kind of hot in the West. They're another team that's been kind of hot in the West. So if we what? It's honestly distracting. NBA website, like what? Okay, so they're another team that's been hot. If they cool down and we pass them, that's like the best thing, because that's literally like the only thing that could happen. And what's kind of crazy to me is we're 10.5 games out, but it feels like 10.5 is closer. It feels like 10.5 is closer, even though 10.5 is like, it's only 25 games left in the season for the Warriors. So 10.5, that would literally be like them losing pretty much every game and us winning every game, and the East beating all West teams besides like the really bad teams in the West. So yeah, that would be close. Anything else to say? I don't know. Anything else to say? Lakers, they play the Clippers tonight. Yeah, we just gotta hope that they lose. And then the Kings. How have the Kings been playing? 5-5. Kings are a bit cold right now. Hey, I mean, like, do the Kings have a tough schedule? Yeah, I mean, Kings have a couple tough games. So like, a couple losses for the Kings. So yeah, a couple losses for the Kings. The next two is tough. So 33 and 26. That would be 8.5 games back. And the Warriors' next two it's by March 1st. By March 1st would be the Warriors' next two. When would be the Kings' next two? It would be by, I assume, March 1st. Yeah, March 1st as well. So the two Warriors wins and the two Kings losses, that moves us ahead of the Kings. Kings are still a half game back there. Kings, that would move them to 8.5. That would move. Yeah, I mean, if the Kings lose their next two, which is easily possible, and we win our next two, like, we're talking a game back of the Kings. Who's the Mavs' next two games? Yeah, on the road against the Raptors, on the road against the Celtics. I'm going to say a loss against the Celtics there. I'm going to go 50-50. Like, just say they lose that game to the Raptors and probably will lose that game to the Celtics. This is crazy, actually. This would move, what am I saying? This would move the Mavs down to 9 games, move us to 9.5, right? Yeah. We'd be half game back of the Mavs, a game back of the Kings, and we would be the 9 seed, and who are the Lakers' next two games? See, Wizards, I would say win. Nuggets, that could go either way, but I'll say loss for the sake of the video. For the sake of the video, I'm saying loss. But to not get my expectations up, a win, but whatever. That keeps them at 14.5, right? Or could it move them? Yeah, keep them at 14.5 back. Same thing, or keep them at 10.5. And a loss, that would 32 and 29. What is that? 32 and 29. I think that'll keep him at 10.5. But having more losses is better than having more wins. Or what am I saying? You'd rather have less losses than having more wins, because the losses, they just do worse to your standings or whatever. So I pretty much repeated the same thing. I think I'm gonna end it here, but yeah, I kind of just repeated the same thing. But now you got a gist of like how the Warriors' chances are at getting a higher seed. So yeah, Warriors, I mean, within the next like 4 or 5 games, if we beat I think if we upset the Celtics, that says a lot. If we beat the Celtics on the road, yeah, it says a lot, obviously. And if we beat them in that game, I think teams that are losing to the Celtics, that shows a good sign. And I just said the same thing 3 times now. Oh my god, my brain's toasted. And also, like, that's a win for the Warriors that the Mavs can't have, because the Mavs aren't going into Boston and winning. We're a veteran team that beat the Celtics in the finals on ESPN, a day game, and we're going to go in and beat those Celtics. Show them who's the better team, even though they are, but we will still beat them. And yeah, we could easily move up to the 7th seed within 4 or 5 games. So we'll see what happens there. And how do I end this? I don't know. I have to figure out how to end this. Yeah, that's it, though. I'm going to end it here, and I might be live for the Lakers-Clippers game tonight, just depending if my family's home, or I could just stream it here. But Yeah, I could just stream on my phone and just watch it on my computer. Because that would make everything less laggy. But yeah, that's it. Broke down the Warriors' next few games. But I'm going to end it here. We just hit 25 minutes.